Hi, Nat Doig here from Weird in the Wade. I'm currently in Northampton. I've actually come here to visit the hospital. You can hear it's very, very noisy where I am. I'm not in the hospital right now, and don't worry, I'm fine. I'm visiting someone else who's at the hospital for treatment. But while I'm having to wait while they're having their scan, I thought I'd make a quick stop just on the outskirts of the hospital. Opposite Becket Park is an ancient holy well. Now, it currently doesn't have any water in it, which is a shame, and I don't know if that's just due to, climate change, the fact that we haven't had a lot of rain recently, or whether it's not had water in it for a long time. But this well is known as Thomas Becket's well, or Tomas Becket if you prefer. And it's older than Thomas Becket. It's much older. The well has probably been here since pre-Christian times. But it got named after him after he was martyred. And there currently are images on the wall about his life that were designed by school children in about 2006. Now, the reason why they call it Thomas Becket or Thomas Becket's well is because he did visit Northampton to see the king and had an argument with him. And as he was leaving in a hurry, let's just let that lorry go past. As he left in a hurry, it is said by legend that Thomas Becket stopped here at this well and had a drink. Now, there is no historical evidence that he did stop here, but once he was martyred, the same king had him killed, although the king then pretty quickly said, I didn't mean to have him killed. He became a martyr. And as Saint Thomas, it became his well, and the legend built up around him. So, of course, visiting the hospital, knowing that this was literally on the outskirts of the hospital site, I had to come and make a visit. Now, the structure that you're seeing here with the iron railings, and I'll just show you the top of the iron railings. Whoa, the sun's really bright. But hopefully you'll see them. There we go. That's a good shot of the iron railings and the spikes on them to stop people getting in. And the brick structure around us, that all dates from Victorian times. As I mentioned earlier, we've got the murals on the wall. They date from 2006. We've got a plaque here that looks Victorian that explains what it is. It says that Saint Thomas Becket, although it doesn't know, it says Thomas à Becket's well because it's Victorian, and it said that it was restored in 1843 by the mayor. So it's right on a really, really busy road, which is why it's been quite noisy while I've been recording this. But I'm really pleased that I came. The well itself is obviously much, much older and will date back to possibly pagan times. One of the other little touches I like. Oh, it's so noisy. So many lorries coming through Northampton. But one of the other touches that I really like are these little wooden plaques that have been attached to the railings, and they say things like honesty, love, compassion, integrity, hope, and finally we've got here the last one, courage. And I'm guessing those were all things that people came here to the well to receive. They would use the well and they would come for hope, courage. If you drank from it, maybe it was supposed to be healing. I'll do some more research. And if it did have a reputation of being a healing well, then it's quite interesting that a hospital was built up around it. There's the busy road that you've been able to hear. And opposite is the Thomas Becket Park. And this is the Victorian structure of the well. Oh, I love that face. It's like a king. I wonder if he's the king that had Thomas killed. Not that it's funny that he had him killed, it's just funny if that is the king that they're depicting. I think it was a Henry. was it Henry III? I honestly, my history around Thomas Becket is not good, and I apologise for it being really poor. And there's a plaque outside here that's currently on view for everybody to come and look and find out what the well is and why it's here. Becket Well. And then if we look right up, you can see it's built into the wall, and this wall runs all the way alongside the hospital, around the hospital at this point. So yeah, there's your short guide to Thomas Becket's Well in Northampton. I hope you've enjoyed it.